Match reaction, Fenerbahce won, Manchester United won. Your reaction to that game?
My reaction to that game was I looked at that starting lineup and I thought, aye, what's going on here?
Yeah.
But to everyone's credit, yes, the team selection there with Mazraoui in that position, everybody thought, what's going on? But it worked in that first half. I didn't expect United to go on the attack, and what they did was fight for each other and got the goal. And that's what I wanted in that first half, and I got it.
Yeah, in that first half, though, we've seen Manchester United score. Ugarte involved. There's about 4 or 5 players as well involved in that goal. What did you see of it?
Yeah, there was 4 or 5 players, and it was good to see. We didn't see too much of it. I think it was a counter-attacking side in that first half, more defensive than that. 1 or 2 chances. Rashford was very, very unlucky. Got to give him that. But there wasn't too much of it. I think what you can say about that first half, it was more about a team game, fighting not to let Fenerbahce in, and they did that. Some absolutely outstanding performances, I thought, from some of the defenders, and certainly Onana.
Yeah. Can you name any of them in that first half? For me, particular, I thought Ligt and Ugarte looked really good defensively.
I look at Ligt there, and I did say before the match yesterday, I thought Ligt in training looked like a beast, and he was right through the game. I thought he had an excellent game right through, never mind the first half. Ugarte in the first half, I thought it was excellent. What a fantastic diving, sliding tackle to save a certain goal. Absolutely brilliant. But if you look at the first half, you have to give it Onana there. 2 wonderful saves, world-class saves. And we've seen a couple of saves like that this season. Absolutely brilliant. Kept United in it. I think if they had most of the play, and I think if we'd have conceded then, I think we might have been in trouble.
Well, going into that second half, we were in a bit of trouble. 4 minutes in, Fenerbahce did get onto the score sheet. What did you think of that?
I was angry, really, really angry. I look at that Porto away game there, and time again, people were just getting crosses in. They weren't being cut out. Players were lazy, just sticking a foot out. And when you look at their goal, I mean, Rashford and Dalot just half-hearted, and I thought it was very, very poor. And really, I dreaded the game then, and luckily, it didn't go the way what I thought. I thought, here, Fenerbahce, edge of the area, screaming for a penalty. Mourinho kicking right off. I thought, this will change. The crowd's going mental. But to Man United's credit, I thought they played absolutely perfection in the second half without scoring a goal. I thought the tactics was right. Soon as Erik ten Hag made them changes, the team looked completely different than what it did in the first half.
Changes, do you mean when he brought on Casemiro and Højlund? They looked like they had more about him in terms of like upping up the tempo a little bit, looking to get forward a lot more.
Well, they were very defensive in the first half. You know, there's no 2 ways about that. They were there to try and catch Fenerbahce, which they did with the goal. But if you look at that second half, once them changes had been made, clearly Højlund is the centre forward, not Xerxes. Xerxes was brought on to try and hold the ball, bring in the midfield players in that first half, and Højlund's a different beast. But United went on the attack, more space was given to him, and fair credit to Erik ten Hag, because I think we exploited the wing play. I think there was too much space for United to get in there, but unfortunately, time and time again, it led to nothing. But we was on the attack, we was on the ascendancy, and it was good to see. I thought the tactics of second half might just go pear-shaped once they scored, but it actually went the other way. So fair credit to every player there. Fair play to the manager as well. I thought it was a different game the second half, and unlucky not to go away with a win, to be honest.
Yeah, big credit for United to still stick in the game and look keen to get forward with attacks, because a lot's been made about United when they do have setbacks away from home or even at Old Trafford. Sometimes they can fold, and we did see a really good chance at one point with Dalot on the right hand side. You had Højlund in acres of space, Rashford as well, and them moments you've got to make the right decisions, and he just overhit the pass, what I thought, to Rashford.
Well, unfortunately, in that second half, there was like decisions, the wrong decisions, and that was the major one. Absolutely. Hoyland, centre forward, going in, that's what you want, and it was just a square ball, but he delayed it, ended up pulling it back, and it went to nothing. I think that was a great chance, a great chance. I think if that would have been converted in, and it should have been really, the pass should have been accurate. It wasn't, just took a little bit too time. But I think in the final third, in their box, there was just that little bit of slowness there, not finding the man. That was the poor thing about it. But overall, you have to look at that. Going to Turkey, right, for any team, never mind Manchester United, it is difficult to come away with the result. And I thought on the 90 minutes, United really deserved the 3 points, but didn't get it. But it's the Europa League, point away from home. I'm happy with that. The other day on Monday, I was happy with it. Nearer the game, I thought, aye, we could get a win here. And especially looking at that second half, I thought United, most of the possession, and unlucky not to break them down. Jose Mourinho sort of, I think he just settled for a point halfway through that second half. And United really had a lot of the ball, had a lot of the space, and it really looked good. But that first half, a lot of players there battled, worked hard. And if you look at Ugarte, I did say I wanted Ugarte to start. That was the reason why. He was there to try and cover. He worked well, got stuck in, everything like that. Didn't think he had the greatest of second halves, but that first half, he did his job, and that's what he's there for. So going forward, looking at Ugarte, I think we've got a player there.
Ericsson as well, I might add as well. Got obviously the goal. But I'm sure there's a lot of United fans out there maybe scratching their heads after the game's finished, before the game actually even started, that there's no Ahmad there, especially when Anthony was brought on before him.
Well, I was surprised, and I think a lot of United fans have been surprised that Anthony came on. I thought Ahmad would go on there. Unfortunately, Anthony came on, got injured. Hope he's all right. Didn't look too serious at first, but getting carried off. Anyone getting carried off on a stretcher, you just wish him the best. But Ahmad, I thought Ahmad should have come on first. So that's puzzling, because I thought he was on the bench, maybe come on with 20 minutes to go, something like that, and then look forward to the West Ham game. Rashford going off, was that the right thing? I think it was the right thing. I don't think he was really right on it. I think it sort of slowed his tempo down. So he's off. He'll start against West Ham. And I think when you look at the game overall and the starting 11 and then what he did, I think he had a greater eye on the West Ham game. I think he sees that as a more important game than tonight. Get through tonight. I think that's what he was thinking. Hopefully get a win. Unfortunately, we didn't get it. Get a point. Now, what have we got? We've got two games in the Europa League at home, and by rights we should win them, and then that'll put us in a nice position. So really, not too bothered about it. Happy with some performances there, and the second half, I like what I've seen. The second half, I thought there was a lot of enthusiasm, and I thought there was a lot of commitment. Different United, really, European away game, and they were taking it to a side with a volatile crowd, everything like that, and look the better side, and that's what I like. Lots of improvement there going forward. Optimistic, and like I say, people have mentioned the Brentford game, the second half, how the optimism's there. And I did feel coming into this game, there was more and more optimism. And that fight in that first half gave me optimism for the second half. But I was very disappointed. The one disappointing thing is that goal. That goal again. Keep conceding early, but the way we conceded it, time and time again, we've seen that this year. So that'll have to be looked at.
Yeah, crosses. We're looking at the Porto game, how many crosses they were getting in. So it will have to be looked at. But overall, a good night for Manchester United, coming away with a point with 2 home games left. Well, up next, shall I say?
Yeah, 2 home games next and coming away, European away. We've not won many away games. I can't, to be honest, right now, I think it's a long time since we've come away winning, and we was unfortunate not to win tonight. But getting a point there, coming back to Old Trafford, it's the Europa League, it's a long competition, can't argue.
Going into the weekend in the Premier League against West Ham on Sunday. Let us know your thoughts and opinions on that game. And don't forget to smash that like button to support the channel. We'll be back tomorrow with another live video. Get that notification on and we'll see you soon. Enjoy the rest of your night. Come on, United. Come on.